Change often arrives quietly, without announcements or dramatic moments. It doesn't always look like a breakthrough or a turning point we can clearly name. Instead, it shows up in subtle shifts, new thoughts, small decisions, and moments of awareness that slowly reshape who we are. This reflection speaks to that gentle kind of transformation. It's about pausing long enough to notice your growth, trusting yourself even when things feel uncertain, and understanding that progress doesn't require perfection. Through patience, presence, and courage, change becomes something you actively create. This message invites you to slow down, recognize your strength, and move forward with confidence, one honest step at a time. Understanding that change begins with you. There comes a moment when you realize that change is not something that simply happens around you. It's something that starts within you. This understanding can feel empowering and unsettling at the same time. It means you are not just a passenger in your life, but an active participant. Change doesn't always arrive through big events or obvious turning points. Often, it begins quietly, through subtle shifts in mindset or intention. Like a seed growing underground, progress happens long before it's visible. This reminds us that growth does not require ideal circumstances or perfect timing. What matters most is the willingness to move forward, even in small ways. Every thoughtful choice contributes to the person you're becoming. When you accept that you have a role in shaping your life, you begin to see everyday moments as opportunities rather than obstacles. The power of small, everyday choices. Growth is rarely about one big decision. More often, it's shaped by the small choices we make daily. How we respond, what we prioritize, and where we place our energy. These choices may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they create meaningful change. Choosing to try again, to rest when needed, or to keep going despite doubt all matter. This perspective shifts the pressure away from dramatic action and toward consistent effort. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Progress happens through repetition and patience. By honoring small steps, you learn to trust the process rather than rush the outcome. This approach allows growth to feel more natural and less overwhelming. It reminds you that even quiet effort carries power. Listening to the need to pause. Sometimes, the most important step forward begins with stopping. Pausing is not a sign of weakness or delay. It's an act of awareness. When life moves quickly, it's easy to lose touch with yourself. You may find yourself constantly reacting, rarely reflecting. The urge to pause often comes from within, signaling that something needs attention. Taking time to check in allows you to reconnect with your thoughts, emotions, and values. It creates space to breathe and regain clarity. Pausing helps you see where you truly are, rather than where you think you should be. This moment of stillness can restore balance and perspective, reminding you that you don't have to keep running to make progress. Recognizing your strength through what you've survived. Looking back at what you've already faced can be grounding. Life brings challenges, doubts, and setbacks that test resilience. Yet despite those moments, you are still here. That fact alone speaks to your strength. It's easy to overlook this when focusing on what still feels unfinished, but acknowledging what you've survived builds confidence and self-trust. Every difficult day you endured contributed to your growth, even if it didn't feel meaningful at the time. Recognizing this helps shift your perspective from self-criticism to appreciation. You begin to see yourself not as someone falling behind, but as someone who has kept going. That resilience is something to hold on to as you move forward. Accepting that change is often uncomfortable. Change rarely feels smooth or polished. It's often messy, confusing, and uncomfortable. There are moments when progress feels forced, like pieces that don't quite fit together. This discomfort doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means you're stretching beyond what's familiar. Growth challenges old patterns and beliefs, which can feel unsettling. But with time, perspective begins to shift. What once felt chaotic starts to make sense. Each experience, even the ones that didn't go as planned, carries lessons. These lessons shape your resilience and understanding. Accepting discomfort as part of growth allows you to move through change with less resistance and more patience. Learning from decisions that didn't go as planned, not every choice leads to the outcome you hoped for. Some decisions bring disappointment or confusion. However, these moments are not wasted. They offer insight, clarity, and self-awareness. Growth is often built through trial and error. Each experience teaches you something about your needs, values, and boundaries. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, you can see them as information guiding your next step. This mindset transforms mistakes into tools for growth. It encourages reflection rather than regret. Over time, these lessons strengthen your ability to navigate uncertainty with confidence and wisdom. Letting go of the need for perfect timing. Waiting for the perfect moment can keep you stuck. Life rarely aligns neatly before action is taken. Conditions are almost never ideal, and clarity often comes after movement, not before. Growth requires courage, the willingness to take a step even when the path ahead is unclear. You don't need to know everything to begin. Showing up despite uncertainty builds confidence and momentum. Each step forward reveals the next one. Letting go of perfection allows progress to happen naturally. It shifts focus from fear of mistakes to trust in learning. Action, even imperfect action, creates movement. Showing up, even when you feel unsure. Confidence is not something you wait to feel before acting. It's something you build through action. Doubt is a natural part of growth, not a barrier to it. Showing up when you feel unsure strengthens self-belief over time. Each effort reinforces your ability to handle challenges. This process teaches you that uncertainty does not equal inability. By continuing despite doubt, you expand your comfort zone and deepen trust in yourself. Confidence grows quietly, shaped by consistency rather than certainty. It's built through experience, not perfection. Appreciating how far you've already come, taking time to acknowledge progress is essential. It's easy to focus on what's left to do and overlook what's already been achieved. Pausing to appreciate your journey helps cultivate gratitude and motivation. You don't need a complete plan for the future to recognize your growth. Each step taken, no matter how small, has brought you to where you are now. Appreciating this builds emotional resilience and encourages patience. It reminds you that progress is happening, even if it feels slow. Recognizing your effort reinforces the belief that you are capable of continuing forward. Releasing the weight of the past. Your past has shaped you, but it does not control your future. Mistakes, stumbles, and lessons learned are part of growth, not definitions of who you are. Holding on to regret can limit progress, while acceptance creates freedom. When you view the past as preparation rather than failure, you reclaim your power. Every experience has contributed to your resilience and understanding. Releasing the weight of the past allows you to move forward with clarity and confidence. It opens space for new possibilities and healthier perspectives. Trusting that you already have what you need. Often, we look outward for validation or tools we believe we lack. In reality, much of what you need is already within you: strength, adaptability, and the ability to learn. Trusting yourself means recognizing this inner capability. You don't need to see the entire journey to take the next step. Trust grows through action and reflection. Each decision reinforces your ability to navigate challenges. Believing in your own resourcefulness helps reduce fear and hesitation. It encourages steady progress rooted in self-awareness. Embracing quiet, consistent transformation. Transformation does not announce itself. It happens quietly through repeated effort and intention. Small, consistent actions shape meaningful change over time. You don't need dramatic breakthroughs to grow. Showing up each day, even imperfectly, is enough. This gentle approach allows growth to feel sustainable rather than overwhelming. Trusting the process encourages patience and self-compassion. As you continue moving forward, even with uncertainty, you create momentum. The next chapter unfolds gradually, guided by your willingness to keep going. Trust yourself. Keep taking the next step. Growth is already happening,